because it's raining over here. But I'm really glad for it because in the valley over here, we rarely get rain. So I'm really happy to see it because I don't have to water the yard. I get to keep the sprinklers off. Okay. Water bill is not as high. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about, black people use Christianity. Black people use Jesus Christ, and as a cop out, so they can remain. They use it as an excuse to remain docile. You know, I listen to so much stuff that happens to black people. I think it was a black girl that went into labor after she left the hospital. I don't know what happened. I'm tired of hearing these stories of what's happening to black women and what's happening to black people. And then we turn on God and Christianity. I don't want, when it comes to black people constantly being mistreated in hospitals, not getting the same treatment, I don't want to get into, I feel like forgiveness is used the wrong way. I feel like black people don't understand the word like that. Cause see, I don't want to criticize what's in the Bible because honestly, the Bible to me is more of an esoteric book, and it's not really about the physical. It's not about the physical at all. It's not about the physical at all. But with black people, this is why a lot of people don't like Christianity. Well, I don't like Christianity. I don't like the religion Christianity. Now, a lot of texts that's in the Bible come from matriarchy, and it comes from other it comes from other systems, and it was kind of copied and pasted. Okay, so I'm aware of where a lot of the texts can come from. Most of the texts come from, but I don't care for the religion of Christianity. Okay, I don't care for the religion, but I noticed with black people, because they don't have the backbone to defend themselves, and it's not about fighting, because if you go and fight them, they're going to win. If you go and fight them, they're going to win. If you try to physically fight them, they will win. So it's not about going to physically fight anybody. But spiritually, and I'm talking about, when I say spiritually, I'm not talking about on a low level. I'm not talking about an underworld type of fighting. Okay, because I'm not trying to be funny. Their gods might be stronger. Their ancestors just might be stronger. I'm sorry. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I've always said, in this underworld, the God of this underworld, which seems like a lot of black people might be worshiping, the God of this underworld seems to favor white people. I've said that before. So what black people need to get back is to their God. They need to get back to their God, not the God of white people. And I don't mean to be racist. Not the God of white people, because I feel like a lot of black people are worshiping the God of white people, and this is why they never get to defend themselves. They never see any reason to defend themselves. They talk about, let's pray for your leaders. Yeah, I get pray for your leaders, but at the same time, at what point will you realize that corruption doesn't have to be here? At what point do you realize that corrupt people should not be in office? And then when they get in office, and I'm not just talking about Donald Trump, I'm talking about all of them. I'm talking about all of them, not just Donald Trump. See, everybody got a problem with Donald Trump. Not which one was actually good? Which one was it? Okay, so they get these corrupt leaders in office, and then you get the people in the church say, well, we got to pray for our leaders. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be running the world. No, like, you get corrupt people in office that's done some of the most heinous things to humankind possible. But then they get in office with all of their crimes that they committed against humanity, And we talk about pray for our leaders. No, they don't need to be in office. Like, why do you feel like corruption has to continue? See, what I noticed with a lot of people in general, they have faith to pray for healing, and it does work because you put your faith to work. See, they put their faith to work in their limited beliefs. So their limited belief is that, yeah, they have faith to be healed, they have faith for finances, they have faith to get a car, they have faith to get a house, and a lot of times it works because that's where their mind is limited to. They don't really understand that they can get rid of corruption. That same faith can be used to remove corruption. That same faith can be used to remove racism. That same faith can be used to remove discrimination, to completely remove it out of the ethers altogether. Okay? So anyway, yeah, I just feel like saying that I feel like a lot of black people misuse forgiveness and misuse love as a way to remain docile. Because I feel like forgiveness is used inappropriately. When somebody continues to mistreat you, it gets to a point where you have to be treated well. You have to get to a point where you know you deserve to be treated well. Because if you continue to be mistreated, then forgiveness is kind of hard. Because at some point you have to know that you're worth being treated well. And I don't think black people in general know that they are worth being treated equally as white people. I don't think black people really know that. And they use forgiveness and love as a cop-out. Because love is supernatural. Like, you're supposed to love your enemies and all of this. But when it comes to a group of people who feel like they're more superior to you, they need to be taught a lesson. They need to be taught a lesson. When it comes to a group of people who constantly mistreat you and don't give you the medical attention as they give someone else, they need to be taught a lesson. And them not ever being taught a lesson is not self-love. And for God, or whatever God that some black people serve, to not teach them a lesson, that God likes people, and that God likes white people, and that God does not like black people. Okay, this is why you have a lot of black people right now that don't like Christianity at all, because they see how black people continue to be mistreated. When black people are continually told to love and love and love and love, but then you have black women that are dying in the hospitals after childbirth at high alarming rates, and just the countless things that happen to black people just based on racism alone. Now, I know a lot of it is based on their own decisions, but I'm just talking about based on a lot of discrimination and racism alone. And you just brush over all that with love and forgiveness. I feel like it's that love and forgiveness in this instance is being abused, because it's time for vengeance. When you constantly get mistreated for that, because of that, it's time for vengeance. It's time for recompense. It's time for justice. Black people don't want to talk about that. Black people just want to be docile, and they want to keep talking about forgiveness, and it make people not ever want to forgive, because black people never seek justice, spiritual justice. A lot of black people never seek spiritual justice. Okay, but anyway, I have to go. I hate to cut this short, but I have to go, and I'll talk later.